We are all very excited about the prospecting opportunities that comes with new technologies, right? I am. Um, to build new companies, new products, new services, new careers. But I wanted to ponder for a second to put something in perspective so we can measure our priorities. I think there is one contender that if you don't take care about it, you can render all these incredible tech opportunities into incredibly irrelevant opportunities, and that's climate change. This is what I'm passionate about. I think this is one thing that touches every single life on the planet. This is one problem that can make the wealthiest man in the world just as miserable as the poorest man in the world. And that's something that we should take care about. My name is Fabio Teixeira. I'm founder and CEO of Terraform Industries. I'm an engineer by training, analog astronaut, and a system thinker. As a system thinker, we are all obsessed about finding, identifying, and engineering solutions that can act on what we call leverage points, like critical points in every system or phenomena where a strategic intervention can cause the propagation that can change the behavior of the system or even create new functions of the system. What you're seeing here is the largest industry in the world. It employs 27% of the entire human task force and occupies nearly half of the entire habitable land of this planet. This is not only our means to feed the world, but agriculture is a nexus of interconnected system shaping ecosystems, the climate, economy, and life itself. Professor Douglas Kell from Oxford University postulated that if we could improve the root growth of agricultural crops, we could have right there the potential to mitigate all the human emissions for the next 40 years. That is a leverage point. So how can you do this? It turns out that the optimal equilibrium of plant growth is a very delicate dance between its genetic makeup and its environmental condition. If you get it right, we can untap the incredible potential. If you get it wrong, you're part of the problem. So how can we empower growers to get to see what they need to see to model the needs of crops before they even happen? At Terraform Industries, we're developing an imaging technology that can see the needle in the haystack, that can see carbohydrates, proteins, micronutrients, micronutrients, metabolomes, you name it, and seeing how these things are reacting to the environment, the change in the environment, so we can equip these growers not with precision agriculture, but with predictive agriculture, so they can nurture these crops and engineer what I call the vitality of these plants in real time as they grow. We're learning what these pre-symptomatic biomarkers look like through what we call the high throughput phenotyping facility, which is essentially this pink building. It's just a fancy name for a very sophisticated greenhouse where you can control photo period, temperature, humidity, pressure, and conducting experiments to see how these plants respond, different genotypes are responding to changes in stress, water stress, temperature, or even pathologies and entomologies. Both imaging technology and these models are going to equip a constellation of active satellites phenotyping 600 million crops around the world every single day, individually. So the animation you see on the right, it's a couple years ago, scientists identified that every time a plant's under attack, this is a most target plant, being attacked by a caterpillar. It turns out that plant's defense mechanism signals with this wave of calcium telling the whole plant, hey, buckle up, we got a stress coming. This is something that we cannot see with the naked eye. This is not something you can see with the current satellite technology, but this is something you can see with our technology. It's a narrow band hyperspectral imaging with onboard processing. This entire ecosystem is going to be wrapped into what I call TerraOS, a global unified operating system ingesting environmental data from each of these farms and dynamically managing the satellites to measure different things based on crop genotype, phenological stage, environmental conditions. Our goal here is to manage and to grow these crops in the way that it's at peak performance every single time, no matter what's the weather condition. I call this terraforming crops. Crops that can save billions, hundreds of billions of dollars to our growers, reduce environmental leftovers or runaways. Today, we over-fertilize our crops by 65% because we don't know what crops needs where and when. And by managing the vitality of these plants, we hope to boost crop production and carbon sequestration. And that's what I do. That's Terraform Industries. Thank you.
Thank you, Fabio. Thank you, Fabio.